Hi, welcome back with another video, and today we'll be destroying the King's Pawn opening and into the Indian defense. We'll develop our two knights and they'll play the Indian defense. Next, mostly people will castle or move the knight to the g5 or develop their other knights and preparing for central control. And after that we can move our bishop and castle. And yeah, you can see the arrows, but mostly people will castle because in Indian defense most people will castle. So yeah. After that, we'll capture the free pawn in the center. They'll move their rook into the center, attacking our knight and our pawn. And yeah, trying to capture a free pawn. After that, we won't retreat. We'll actually push our pawn into the center, attacking their bishop, while protecting our knight. A pretty deadly thing that you might overlook. That our opponent might overlook. After that, they will pin us. Most people will pin us because, yeah, we can move our queen and they can try to capture our free pawn in the center or preventing our knight to fork anywhere, so maybe they can push that pawn. After that, we'll prepare for fork, a rook and a king fork, and mostly we'll capture the rook because they need to retreat, of course, or maybe we could even trap their piece. After they move in the center, we capture back, they capture back, pretty normal, right? We can move our queen into the center, attacking them. Or maybe we can just castle normally. They think that, oh, there's a free knight they can capture or they can develop. No, actually, after that, it might be trapped. Now the knight is hanging, so they could capture our knight if they want to, because we're gonna be down a pawn. And after we capture the knight back, we'll have a fork. But we'll fork for them first, like that. And in this position, we'll capture the free knight, or maybe preventing for a double attack. And if they retreat their knight, we'll checkmate them. We'll have a pretty smooth checkmate. So what if they capture with the bishop? If they capture with their bishop, we'll friend their piece. And after they do that, we'll check them, creating a fork. After that, yeah, they're gonna be into the center again. We'll attack their queen and while attacking their bishop. And yeah, they need to move their queen out of the way like that, and we'll capture their free rook, and it will be a pretty smooth checkmate if the queen isn't there. So you see, it's pretty deadly if they castle. So what if they move g5, kind of like similar to the front lever? We'll capture the free pawn because we have dived in this before, and if they capture our knight, we'll fork them. And if they don't, they try to fork us. Yeah. If they try to fork us, we'll have a queen into the game, moving it to h4. And now they fork our queen and our rook. We won't actually move our rook, we just move our queen and friend checkmate. Most people will castle because they think this is a safe way, but actually it's not. We'll sacrifice our knight, and now they need to capture back. We will have a fork on them. We'll have a pin on them by using our bishop. And after that, we could create a pretty deadly checkmate. And now, what would they do in this position? Maybe they can protect. Their bishop is hanging, our rook is hanging, but we don't care. So if they move the queen there, will pin the knight to the queen, so they can't move their knight no more. After we capture the free bishop, we can even move our knight into the game, creating a free attacker and two defender. And now they try to friend us, we'll capture their rook. And after they capture back, we'll capture a free bishop. And now if they try to prevent us, after a trade, we are up in significant amount of pieces. We are up a rook. Now if they play bishop, we can play the king's gambit, a pretty nice trap that you might have learned it or played it. And after they capture, we'll move our pawn into the center, making them run away. And the four in front square of them are not available, so they need to retreat, or maybe they will try to pin us. After they pin us, we'll move our queen into the center and protecting it while still attacking their knight. Maybe they will retreat but they will lose their castle. We'll develop our knight, protecting the pawn in the center, and look at the piece. It's an active, and they need to develop in order to castle. But look at our position. Knight develop, queen develop, knight about to come next, and about our bishop. After they do that, they try to create a discover check or discover attack. We'll move a knight into the center, preventing the queen and fork too. If they capture a pawn in the center, we can capture back with a knight. And now what will they do? They will come back, of course, to protect the pawn on the c2 square. After they protect it, we'll have a pretty amazing sacrifice. We sacrifice a knight in c2 square, a stunning move. Most people will think, oh, wait, what are they doing? So we capture back, but after that, check them, a discover check with a queen capturing, a discover attack on the queen. Now, yeah, most people will resign already because they can't win in this position. So let's move back. Instead of playing pawn to d3, they develop their knight, a pretty natural move. Okay, if they do that, we'll try the same thing on them. This time, moving our knight into the center, attacking them. They will retreat, protecting the c2 square. And after they protect, we have many options to make. We can move our knight in the center, or move our knight into b5 or b4, or doing many things. And now they are protecting their pawn. Now what would they do next? Because the piece is kinda stuck. And if they try moving their pawn up to d5, we will try another method. This time, if they don't, we will give them a free pawn. If they capture with their bishop, after a trade, they capture with their bishop, we'll capture the free pawn on the f5, the king's gambit before, and now it's completely made. After that, we can castle, having a pretty deadly fork on c2 square. And we can even move our knight, our queen in the supportive row, and we can develop on bishop or even castling. Now look at their position again. It's pretty much stuck, and if they try to attack, we will just ignore it, or maybe we need a better protection. Maybe we will retreat, or maybe if they do that, we'll check them, a discover check. And now, yeah, it's about to get checkmated. If they move to f1, they're gonna get checkmated by our bishop. So instead, they need to block with their knight. After blocking with the knight, we can capture with our queen, and if they capture back, we can capture, and we are up. But actually, we won't. We'll make an attack on their queen, and now the queen is trapped.